Today I'm going to be looking at the main rhythm guitar parts of the Band-Maid song Afterlife, including this one. Stay tuned. So it's really just the rhythm parts I'm looking at today, Miku's guitar parts. Konami's guitar parts are way too difficult for me, so I'll be looking mainly at Miku's guitar parts. So the important consideration for this song is the tuning. So it's a dropped D tuning with the whole guitar down a tone as well. So every string is down a half note to E flat on the top string, etc. And then the bottom string, the thickest string, is down another full tone, so it sounds like this. Fairly meaty and metal. So this bottom string, the string is down to C sharp. It's a lot like Van Halen tuning. Now, by the magic of Hollywood, I will show you what drop D sounds like in normal tuning. It's crazy what you can do when you're editing a video. And I would say, like I do in all my lessons, this is only the way I play it. I'm not saying this is 100% correct. I always try and do a lesson along the lines of, if someone called me in the morning and said, "Dunsy, we need you to turn up tonight, play on stage with us, and here's a song you need to play." This is how I would play it if I had a day to learn it. So I'll do the intro first. So the first chord is the bottom string open, and then this D chord. I think it's maybe a D minor. Sure I can hear that note somewhere in the chord. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on the chord, and then this part. Now, because the bottom string's down a full tone, you can play chords on these two strings. This is by magic. So it's the 5th fret of the bottom 2 strings, hammer on to the 6th fret of the bottom 2 strings, back off again. So I'll play those 2 parts. And then the chord again. Now it only plays that, it plays really quickly and then goes into this. So I'll play that slowly. It's the 8th fret to the 7th fret of the bottom 2 strings. So it's 8, 7, 5, back to 7, back to 5, 3, open. So I'll play the whole intro slowly-ish. Sounds like the strings are dampened on that. I'm not really showing the lead guitar, but I think what the lead guitar's playing in that part is. But that's a lesson for another day, once I can play that properly. So that's the intro. Then that goes into this bit. So there's a lot of pedal tones. Pedal tone meaning you're just playing one string and then chords underneath it. So a lot of this is the bottom string open, palm muted. So that part goes. So again it's 1, 2, 3. Then the D chord, D power chord on the 5th fret, the A string, 7th fret, D string, down to the 3rd fret, the A string, 5th fret, the D string. Play that again slowly. And then this bit. So it's the open bottom 2 strings, hammer on to the 3rd fret of the bottom 2 strings, off again, and then the 5th fret, the bottom 2 strings, slide up to the 6th fret of the bottom 2 strings, and then the open bottom 2 strings again. So play that slowly. how that first part goes. And again. It's funny, I'm sure you can see my wife in the in the picture behind me. She's out doing the garden, so you can. It's like my wife's keeping an eye on me when I'm doing this guitar lesson. She's a lady with the blonde hair that keeps appearing in the photo frame behind me. The photo frame's acting like a mirror. It's funny. I won't tell her she's in the video. It does the first bit again. And this time it does this. So it's the open bottom two strings. Up to the 5th fret again, 6th fret, but then back to the 5th fret, back to the 6th fret. So play it slowly. And then open again. So I'll play the whole of that part. That's like the first part before the singing starts. And then into the verse. Now it starts just with a single guitar, and I think Konami's playing cheese. There's my wife shouting on my son. I never get a piece of anything in this house. Where were we? Yes, when the singing starts, there's one single guitar Konami's playing. I think it's like this. Now you have to excuse me because I'm not playing along with a backing track, so my timing might not be perfect, but hopefully the notes are reasonably good. So what that is, it's the open string. A lot of this is just the open string, bottom string. So it's open, 10th fret, down to the 6th fret, then the 5th fret, down to the 3rd fret, up to the 5th fret again, 6th fret, 7th fret. There's our blonde lady again. So I'll play that part. And then the second guitar comes in. I mean, it's really difficult to hear what's being played because, I mean, it's a huge production, there's a lot going on, but I think a simplified version of it would be like this. The D chord. Move that down 2 frets to play the C power chord, but this time pull the bottom string into play as well. So you've got the 3rd fret of the bottom string, 3rd fret of the A string, and 5th fret of the D. And then back to play the 5th fret of the bottom 2 string. So that's a simplified version. I mean, I'm sure I can hear something that goes a bit like. So I can hear something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I would just stick to the simplified version, which is just the D, down to the C with the added note on the bottom string, and then to the 5th fret of the bottom 2 string. Like I said, I can hear something that goes. So, well, I mean, I'll play that way, just maybe you think that sounds better. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're in a practice room jamming with your friends and someone says, let's play that Band-Maid song, I think you would get away with doing that. So, it does that the first time, and then the second time around it stays on the D chord to the 6th fret, the bottom 2 string, and does a stop on the 7th fret of the bottom 2 strings. So I'll play that whole part, just the simplified version, I'll play it all together. Once it's done that part, it goes up 1 fret to the 8th fret of the bottom 2 strings, plays that, then to the 7th fret, and then plays this chord, which is the 4th fret of the A string and the 7th fret of the D string. Play that part. And then it goes into the chorus. Now the chorus is this D chord, and then over to the 5th fret of just the bottom 2 strings, C chord, over to the 3rd fret of the bottom 2 strings, then to an A sharp chord, which is the 1st note of the A string, 3rd fret of the D string, plays this chord, 2nd fret of the A string, 5th fret of the D string, to a C chord, then moves up again to play the 4th fret of the A string and the 7th fret of the D string, chord we played the last time. Back to the start of the chorus of D again. So play that chorus part slowly. And again. So play at speed. That's the main rhythm parts of the song. I do hope I explained that properly. If you have any questions, please do let me know. And thank you once again for tuning in to Dunsy's Guitar World. And you had the added bonus of seeing my wife's reflection cleaning the windows. Cheers for now.